Hey everybody, good evening and welcome to Against the Public for Wednesday, April 3rd. I'm Dana Lane. We're the only show to analyze early betting patterns by the public, and we've done that once again with 3 free Major League Baseball plays for Wednesday. Thank you to everybody who jumped on our single games yesterday. Absolutely annihilated Georgia and Seton Hall. Thank you to everybody, or over that total. Thank you to everybody who got involved in that. And it looks like if the Kings cash out against the cash out, which they're on the verge of doing, our NBA 3-pack customers are going to be happy again as well. So if you didn't take advantage yesterday, it's okay. We'll be back again tomorrow. I will have an NHL, NBA, and Major League Baseball 3-pack locked and loaded on Pickdawgz.com. You can get yours for $49.99, and of course that comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee that states you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. If you want every play that I release for one low price, well, you know how to do that. Get involved with an all-access pass. You can do that for the next 30 days for less than $11 a day. You can do it for the next 90 days for less than $10 a day, or get my annual all-access pass, which gives you access to every single play I release for the next year for just $3.56 a day. So grab your credit card, throw it on there. We'll pay it off a little at a time, and let's roll our sleeves up and get to work, because 2024 is going to be a phenomenal year, and you need to be part of it. So let's jump on our 3-pack on the diamond. 1:05 Eastern Time, 9/11, 9/12 is your rotation numbers. Kansas City Royals versus the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles, $1.58 favor, a little bit more in some spots, but the consensus number is $1.58. 7.5 under, minus $1.20. Cole Ragans against Corbin Burnes. This is an interesting matchup because both pitchers are amongst the top 5 in American League Cy Young odds, which is also kind of odd. Told some people that, and they're like, really? But we would expect that out of Corbin Burnes, but Cole Ragans, I was like, yeah, we were looking at his site, and Ragans is plus 900 to win the American League Cy Young. He is the 5th choice in the American League. He was also pretty decent in his first outing in a loss to Minnesota. He gave up 5 hits in 6 innings, 9 Ks, and 2 earned. And as far as Corbin Burnes is concerned, obviously, as advertised, it was terrific against the Angels. 6 innings, allowed 1 earned run while striking out 11. However, this is a series between Baltimore and Kansas City where the O's are absolutely used to scoring runs. And they have scored, out of the last 10 meetings, they've scored 10 or more runs 4 times. And another 3 meetings, they've scored 6 or more. 3 more meetings, they've scored 6 or more. So 7 out of the last 10 games, they've scored at least 6 runs in those games. The Orioles are averaging 10.2 runs per game this season in their games, and you're going to give me 7.5 as a total because of the 2 pitchers going. Believe me, guys, this is getting into the bullpen. Totals really are a reflection of starting pitching. They really never reflect bullpen. I'm going to go over 7.5, and we're getting a really decent number on the juice of even money. Game number 2, 1:10 Eastern Time, 9:21, 9:22, Minnesota Twins versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers and Twins minus $1.05 each way, 8.5 over, minus 15 is your total. Chris Paddock against Joe Ross. We're starting to see a trend with Minnesota. They scored just 2 runs in their last games against Kansas City and last night against Milwaukee. In those losses, some pretty disturbing numbers. The Twins had a total of 7 hits in 2 games, and they struck out 26 times. Paddock's going to be making his first start of the season after getting lit up pretty good in the spring. And of course, Joe Ross, what a story he's been. Guy is not thrown in the major since 2021. He was pretty effective for the Washington Nationals, but was granted free agency by the Nats, signed with the Giants, bounced around the minors. He had double Tommy John surgery. But this is when you coming back from Tommy John, you want to see arm strength, and his velocity is starting to tick up a little bit. I really like that. Of course, he's not going to go deep into this game, so it's going to be more of a bullpen game for Milwaukee. But I also think that Joe Ross is going to give us a solid outing because, honestly, He's a guy who's pitching for his career, and every pitch means so much to him. And we're going to go with Milwaukee minus $1.05 in this one. And then game number 3, 1:10 Eastern Time, 9:23, 9:24. Los Angeles Angels against the Miami Marlins. Marlins minus $1.10, 8.5 over minus 20. Patrick Sandoval against AJ Puck. Puck was drilled by the Pirates in his first outing, allowed 4 runs in 2 innings, but most of his issues came from 6 walks, and he's not a guy that's going to he certainly walks his share of batters, especially when he pitched in relief, but trying to make him into a starter. But I expect him to be so much better against the Angels. He's a big guy. He's like 6'7", 6'8", and he will touch 100 miles an hour. If he can get his control under control, I think he's going to be very effective. Sandoval couldn't get through 2 innings against the Baltimore Orioles. He allowed 6 hits, 3 earned, and an 11-3 loss. He brought his horrific spring into the regular season, and we remember in the spring he's through 11 1/3 innings and gave up 16 hits. So Sandoval's still trying to find his way in 2024. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed on this one, but we're going to go Miami minus the $1.10. So that does it for your free plays for Wednesday. Please go to pickdawgz.com. Get involved with one of my many available packages, including my all-access pass. My 3-pack will be up there. And, of course, my individual plays will be there as well. So please jump on board. Put your money behind me. And then tomorrow we're going to absolutely make sure that we put profit into your wallet. So here's our recap for tomorrow. Kansas City, Baltimore over 7.5, Milwaukee minus $1.05, and Miami minus $1.10. So that does it for today's show. Thank you to everybody who took the time to watch, and I thank you to everybody who takes the time to comment as well on the YouTube page. And also, I appreciate all the people that come back every single day. Thank you so much for that. So for Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your plays on Wednesday.